Alright, before we start the video, I just want to show y'all that we just dropped some new merch. I have some on right now. If y'all didn't see, look at that. And we got the new hoodie right here. Just dropped. Look at that. Got the logo right here. Good quality. Right here. On the back. And we got a bunch of other hoodies if you guys didn't know. So if you guys want to get this, the link will be in the description. My whole website, it has a bunch of, we have masks, we have hoodies, joggers, all of that. So if you guys are interested, it's very low price right now, so go get it while you can. And yeah, enjoy the vid. I was good, boys. Today, you already know what y'all here for. I saw the title. This is what you guys wanted. I always ask you guys what type of tutorials you guys want, and this is what you guys picked. You guys picked movement. So after this video, if you guys are like satisfied with the tips and all that, just let me know in the comments what type of videos or future tutorials you guys want. Just let me know, and I'll get that for you guys. My socials on the bottom right of the screen is gonna pop up in a few. It's just gonna be there, so just let me know. Follow me on my socials. Stay active, and yeah, let me know what tutorials you guys want. But yeah, let's get into the video. First, movement, right? Movement is hard. Like movement can your movement can either be bad or good. Most people, you don't have to be good. Like, you don't have to have good movement just to be good, but it just looks better to watch. So if you're like a content creator and you have bad movement, it's not that enjoyable to watch. So I'm gonna help you guys out like with all the movement tips and all that, and show you guys how I improve my movement. Because before, all I did was edit. I didn't really care about movement, and like I just recently started getting into movement, like movement retakes and all that. And yeah, I learned it pretty quick, and I advanced on to the next level, if you want to say. But yeah, I'm going to show you guys the tips starting now. Okay, so for the first tip, I'm just going to get this out the way. This is no, hear me out. This is the only tip that like has something to do with purchasing something. So if you guys don't have money to spend, you don't feel like spending money, skip ahead a little bit. But hear me out. Before you do, hear me out. Control freaks. The little purple things you see on my joysticks right now, these are called control freaks, okay? And these help you out a lot, not only with aim but with your movement in general. So all it does is like it smoothens everything out. It makes everything more smooth. Like, so if you have a fast sense, it's not going to feel as fast because the control freaks, like, it controls your sensitivity, if that makes sense. Like, it gets everything right and smooth, and I don't know, it's just a game changer. If you don't have control freaks, like in 2021, if you don't have control freaks, I don't know what you're doing. It's either you don't take the game that serious, or you just never heard of them for some reason. I don't know how it's possible. Or like me, I always heard about control freaks, but I never actually went out of my way just to purchase them. And they're so cheap. They're like not $8. I got these for like $8 on Amazon. Really cheap and useful, and they last for so long. I had these for like a good 5 months now. They're durable, they don't break. Like, if you break your control freak, it's probably because you had them for a long time. But mine's still strong. Haven't torn them up yet. Like, the things in the grip in the middle hasn't like I can't really it hasn't worn off yet. So yeah, I'm good. But yeah, that's the first tip. If you guys don't have control freaks, I recommend getting them. And yeah, that's all I have to say. If you don't want to buy nothing, just let's move on to the next tip. Okay, next, it's your crosshair placement. Okay, crosshair placement. If you don't know what a crosshair is, it's this little dot with the parentheses around them right next to my pickaxe to the left. And this is a crosshair. Everything you do is like based around the crosshair. You need your crosshair to do. If you didn't have a crosshair, you would not hit shots, edits, none of that. So this is how it's important. When you aim a gun, hold on, let me go get my gun. Let me show you guys. It's self-explanatory, but to the people, I really want to break this down and explain why this is so important. Bro, when you're aiming, your crosshair, if you talk about you don't have good aim, it's because you're not aiming for the head. Your crosshair is there for a reason, to aim for the head. When you edit, if you're complaining about not editing like consistently, it's because your crosshair is all over the place. You wanna edit like smooth and consistent. Like, you're editing like this. If you want to do a double edit like this, you don't have to do all that extra stuff. Like, you could just literally go from the middle, just like that. I didn't even move. I went from the center, down like that. It's so simple. You don't have to move. Like, it's really simple. Crosshair placement takes you a long way. It works for editing, building, all of that. So that's if you want to focus on your crosshair, try move, like, change it around your dead zone. That's what I learned. My dead zone is like what I change the most. I don't change my sensitivity like that. So let's go on and look at my settings. I use 1616, I believe. Yeah, 1616 dead zone. Most people use 5. I don't know how people use 5, but everyone's different. Like, find the right settings for you is another tip. If you're one of those people that look on videos and like look for other people's settings, that's cool, but like not 100% of the time it's gonna work because they're not your settings. Some people are different. Some people like fast, some people like slow, but not everybody can manage that fast sensitivity or that slow sensitivity, especially slow. If you're on a really slow sense, and like this is how I test out if my sense is slow. Like, I put walls all around like this, like when I'm free building. Like, if you can't do this and put walls all around, like if you can't do this, your sense is way too slow. Like, your sense is really way too slow. If you can't do this, then bro, put your sense a little higher. Even with the control freaks, the sense that I have is not. Hey, another tip. It's basically just practice. All you have to do is practice. If you think you're gonna get on the game and be a GOAT, you're wrong. This is the wrong game, because this game takes so much practice. Like, it doesn't matter how hard you practice. There's always gonna be somebody practicing it's twice as hard as you. Blah blah blah. You know that. You guys know that. It's always gonna be somebody better. It's always gonna be somebody who practices more than you. No one's just a natural god at this game. People practice. People who are good, they practice. They put time into the game. Okay, so if you don't play like that, don't expect to be good as fast as others. You're gonna get good if you practice just a little bit, but not as fast as people who practice 12 hours a day, 8 hours a day, 5 hours a day. Like, they're grinding. Okay, but like I was saying, practice your editing. We're going to get into like a editing course that I have, not an editing course, but just a movement course in general for you guys, so stay tuned for that. It's a really good course. But another thing is practice uncomfortable situations. So what I'm saying, when I first started doing movement, the first thing like I learned was this, and you edit out the side stair for stair, right? It was cool. I practiced it, like I got it down packed. And I was watching other people's videos, right? Like, I thought I was doing good. Like, I just learned how to do this move. So I went to other people's videos to get some more combos to this move, and they were going both ways. And me in general, I didn't know. Like, I didn't really practice going to the left side. My stronger side is my right side. So if you're just doing moves, so let's say in retake wise, so the old retakes, people used to do this. Y'all remember that, right? But not everybody can go to the left side. Not everybody can go to the left side like you did on the right side. So not everybody can go to the right side like they did to the left side, and like vice versa. Like, you have to practice. So like in movement base, like I was doing this, but I wasn't going to the left side. And trust me, when I first tried the left side, it was so impossible. Like, I just wasn't prepared for it. I didn't know how to move my sticks. It's all about the double movement, right? You have to move your sticks around, and you have to have the right crosshair placement. If you're too far here, you're not going to be able to like edit to the side. Like, it's going to be hard. Okay, so you have to like find, like, you have to just be at a good angle. You have to know like your crosshair placement. Like, you just have to practice. So like, just practice uncomfortable situations. So if you're more dominant on the right side, try doing more retakes on the left side, and if you're more dominant on the left side, try more retakes on the right side. Things you can do to improve this, like just doing uncomfortable things that you never did before. It doesn't even have to be with movement retakes. It can be with editing. Like, before, like, this move was hard for me. Like right here, I can barely do it. But if you're good at doing this, change it up. Like, go to the sides a little bit. Like, it's like you gotta like do other things. Like, switch it up. See me going side to side. I'm just not going straight. Side to side. My paddle's like broken and shit. It doesn't edit sometimes. But yeah, you guys get the point. Like, change it up a little bit. Like, you just don't want to like stay in the same bubble. Okay, for my last tip, this will help you out a lot. It's good. Like, you guys don't understand. It's a good map. Go to the hub. I got you guys with the code, but this map right here, I'll pause it for you guys. Or you guys can pause it yourself. Just put it right there. Just take a screenshot. Code's right there. This map, I don't usually do maps, but this map actually helps a lot. So just, start it up. It's basically like a free for all. It's like I don't know, what is that? It's like a freestyle, yeah, freestyle. It's kind of like a freestyle with edits and all that. It's like a jungle gym basically. All you gotta do is just build around, like, do your side hops, It's like everything you can think of is here. Like, all you do is just, everywhere you turn is something else. So you just keep going. Just get used to everything. Yeah, you can do anything here, literally. You don't have to do the same. It's impossible to do the same thing here. It's so much stuff that you can do. Just, I don't know. You can literally do anything. Like I said again, this hand cam's a weird angle, so I can't really do what I want to do, cause I want to show you guys with my hand cam. Like, most people can explain it, but no, like, you actually have to like be able to show people. So that's why I do hand cams with these tutorials now. But yeah, it's just a free-for-all map. Just like get consistent with all your stuff. You don't want to like do the same thing. If this helped you out in the slightest way, just make sure you hit the sub button. You guys just hit the sub button. We're on the road to 100,000. We're about to hit 70,000, which is crazy. But yeah, just help a boy out. Like the video. Let's try to get 1,000 likes on this video. I know we can do it. Everybody right now, if you guys can just drop a like, that'll help me out a lot. Also, just leave a comment on what tutorials you guys want besides like movement and all that. Any tutorial I'm down to do. Any video I'm down to do. Just let me know what video you guys want, what you guys need help with. I'm always here to help. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm out though.